Harold. It's another Physical Tuesday for you guys today. We're going to talk about how to hit harder in football, really understand and leverage. This is for my linebackers, man. Linebackers, DBs, safeties, corners, anybody that's going to be making the play out in the open field. But even D tackles. Anytime you're on the field making a tackle, you have to understand leverage to get the most out of your tackle. And that's what we're really going to talk about. So let's define leverage first before we get into any of the clips, any of the video, so you guys understand what we're talking about. Leverage is literally a use of something to maximum advantage. You have to learn how to get up under these cats to stop their momentum. Just to use something to your maximum advantage, you have to get the most out of it. And that's all leverage is. And leverage in tackles is just getting up under the player so you can stop their momentum and getting the most out of your tackle. So the first clip we're going to go into is Kam Chancellor's highlights. Just this tackle. I'm going to slow it up so you guys can really see it. So I want to make this 25% speed. And you already see he's going into the tackle and he's already low. Hips dipped, knees bent. He's not playing. His shoulder's ready. He's lined this person up. He's going to hit him with that shoulder. His head's going to be on the other side of his body. And he's going to line that foot up of the shoulder that he's hitting him with that shoulder. So look how he just goes through him like, come on, man. And he's driving him. That's what people don't understand. You got to line that foot up with that shoulder too to get the most out of that tackle. And he drives him to the ground. He drives, takes him to the ground. Next clip we going to go over, Zach Thomas, man. Zach Thomas is one of my favorite linebackers ever, actually. And I want you guys to watch the leverage he uses as well. We're going to have this at half speed as well. Also, let's understand the leverage. Like, it's going to be different for a taller player than a shorter player. A shorter player, your leverage is a lot easier because you're shorter, you're lower to the ground. You have that center of gravity. So when you're getting under a defender, you can easily get under that defender. But when you're taller, you got to make sure you're really dipping your hips, really bending your knees, really getting up under that player, but also understanding your center of gravity, because also as well, you may be a taller dude, but also you might not have to dip as low. But that kind of comes through hitting and tackling over and over again. A lot of times you'll realize that you do have to get a lot lower than you may think. So practice doing that. Practice getting into that linebacker position, that football position, dipping your hips, bending your knees, and really understanding how to get the most out of your tackle. So let's see Zach Thomas. Zach Thomas is right here. I don't have the little thing anymore because I switched the thing I use. But he's right here at middle linebacker, man. He's not playing no games. Look how he comes downhill to this running back, man. Come on, man. Sees him, lines up with him, and he's like, man, I'm taking you down to the ground. And shout out to the guys on the D, man, that brought him down as well, that helped him out. And the next play, it's the same story, man. You're going to see on the next play, he does the same exact thing. He brings him down. Look how he finds a great angle. Doesn't really line him up perfect, but he finds the way to get him down on the ground, and he uses his leverage to his advantage. And now the last tackle we're going to look at, last couple tackles, we have to also remember the tackling zone and understand the leverage. Like, the tackling zone is where your chest down, numbers down to their thighs. You don't want to really hit anywhere lower than that, especially on a head up tackle or angle tackle, because that will mess you up a little bit. But there are scenarios where you do want to hit lower than that. Never want to hit the head, and you never want to hit the shoulders. Like, that's really not the best way to tackle. That's not where you're going to get the most out of your tackle. So as I pull this clip up, let's remember that. We have to remember we have to really tackle on that tackle zone. Use that leverage as much as we can. So in this play has already started. Zach Thomas is over here. The running back is about to get the ball. And watch how he uses his leverage once again. He's coming downhill, and he really bangs into him. He lines him up, makes sure he hits him in the tackling zone, and uses his leverage to his advantage. He's not the tallest guy on earth, but he found a way to get him down on the ground. Let's watch that again, actually, because I'm not sure if y'all seen it. So play's already started. Zach's over here. And look how he comes in. Like, he cuts and he lines them up perfectly. Head's on the opposite side of the shoulder. Shoulders lined up with his foot so he get the most out of his tackle as well. Last tackle, Zach Thomas, once again, one of my favorite linebackers. He's a old school guy, but sometimes you gotta go old school to know the basics. So look, he's in great position. Hips dipped, knees bent. Look at him, man. He's focused on the play. He's like, where the ball at? He got some accessories on his wrist, but on his hands. Oh, those his gloves. Thought that was tape or something. But let's look at him, man. Comes downhill. He's not playing. He's looking for the ball. He's not playing. He's not thinking about the hot dogs or anything. Finds this running back, gets up under him. Look how he gets up under him. He holds on, makes the tackle. He gets up under him. Oh, that's a thing of beauty, man. Y'all ain't paying attention. Look at this. Comes in, great leverage, gets up under the running back and takes him down to the ground. Like, he doesn't really drive well because he's a little bit off his feet, but he brings him down to the ground, has great leverage, stops the running back right in his tracks. And that's what we have to remember, man. So make sure you have great leverage. You're getting up under the running back. If you're a taller guy, you're getting low and you make sure you're tackling in the tackling zone. And let's make sure we're driving these guys to the down, wrapping up and driving these guys down on the ground. I love y'all, man. Peace.
Check this video out on the screen if you want to be mean on that green, or real on that field, or extort on that court. The No Baller Left Behind Act supports this video. You feel me?